Alright, welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time, we came back over here and investigated some more, and now we're doing little thief recreations to see how the room was before the fire. And see, what's different now that there was a fire. Okay. Well, we have this fire over here. These must have been the large green flames as Ambassador Palladino saw. With flames like these, it's no wonder he couldn't get in. Okay, by the time he came into this room, had the fire already been put out? Yeah, the fire died out or something by that time. So this fire in here only burned from the time the fire started on the 3rd floor. So the Yagratsu appeared and caused a stir in Babali, I suppose. I guess Mr. Palladino was lucky enough to run into this fire as it was burning, huh? Yes, you could put it that way. And since you were the first to discover the body, you could assume that no one else entered the room until that time. No one other than the person you were chasing, of course. I knew it! That person was definitely up to no good. I mean, the person couldn't even be Mr. Cochin's killer. Oh, could be. I said could, but, that seems very likely to be the case. After all, the person came to this room before you must have chosen this room precisely because they knew no one would be in here. Okay, maybe the green fire was where it was to prevent anyone from coming in. But then, what did the person set on fire to make the green flames? Well, whatever it is that person burned means a rather sizable fire. And since the fire's green, we've even seen something that burns green, right? It's a bit tinier than these flames, but you get what I mean. Yes, I do believe what you're thinking exactly why these flames are green. Which fire-related piece of evidence burns the same color? It's the lantern. Because it's made with the oil. The silhouette lantern. Its green flame comes from the crystallite. The wit crystal oil it's burning. Yeah, that's the fire I was thinking of too. I love the green it gives off. I think we've established the green flames were caused by the white crystal oil. Furthermore, we also know there is only one other thing made from crystallite oil. Oh, you mean the thing Miss Palladino was mistaken about, right? Yes, precisely. As we found out earlier in our investigation. What? I don't get it. Can you fill me in, sir? Fine, I suppose. Let's explain in a way that even you can understand. This is the thing made from white crystal oil that Ambassador Palladino was mistaken about. The ink. Police ink is made from white crystal oil. Oh, so it should burn the same color as the flames in the lantern, right? Yes, precisely. However, the green flames in this room are not from a bottle of Fabledy's ink. Because we found the ink Mr. Cochin used on his desk, right? Yes, however, the Mr. Cochin was smuggling the ink in massive quantities. Now what do you suppose he made using all that ink? I believe what he made that ink is an answer to what he brought to the green flames. Oh yeah, I'm really beginning to feel the energy coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I finally found it. The smuggling ring's real goal. It probably is ink this is the source of the green flames. Ah. The counterfeit bills? It's either the counterfeit bills or the embassy guide. I'm gonna do the counterfeit bills first. What would consume that great volume of ink to make? That would be the counterfeit bills that the smuggling ring made and are circulating in Zhangfei. You're kidding! You're saying that it was Mr. Cochin who made the counterfeit bills? I am. I believe you could even go as far to say that he stole Bali's printing press. Ambassador, Mr. Cochin had permission to freely use the printing press, correct? Oh yes, I do remember seeing him use it in the middle of the night. But never did I think he was using it for such a foul deed. Ambassador, because of your secretary's crimes, you'll need to be investigated as well. Yes, I suppose so. You've caused a bit of trouble for a few countries, haven't we? But do to search out all who shielded Mr. Cochin and concealed this crime. For they are the ones who started the fire in order to destroy the evidence. Interesting. So does that also mean that he... I don't know. We'll see. His grandfather clock was moved. His grandfather clock was apparently in a different position before the fire. According to the staff members, his clock was flush against the wall before the fire, sir. It means that most likely it was moved by someone during the fire. Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now, but I don't hear any chiming. Huh? That's odd. They're still chiming right on the dot of every hour this morning. Perhaps the fire damaged internal mechanisms or something. Mr. Pellegrino, maybe look inside that clock. Sure, go right ahead. Dr. Gumshoe, if you could please inspect the insides of the clock. Yes, sir, I'm on it. What do you see? Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside, sir. It looks like a length of wire. This is what caused the clock to stop chiming. What's a long length of wire doing inside this clock in the first place? I don't know. Why would someone do this? Such a valuable clock. Seems like it wasn't Mrs. Palladino that put the wire in there. Perhaps it was Mr. Croton's killer who did. Perhaps. Knife was here. Looks like one of the Beverly's knives was already missing before the fire began. So it would seem, especially since the other two knives' handles were burned away. The running handle was swapped out with the handle from the real murder weapon. And the Bali National Treasure was stolen. Poor Bali, don't you think? Not sure I'd lump the secret to Sachiko within the rest of Bali's woes. I mean, not really. I mean, that's kind of their own thing. There's the ceiling fan that fell. If I can... There we go. It's the charred remains of a fallen ceiling fan. Oh, I've seen a few of these before. They spin around and play music. I believe you're thinking of a musical mobile for babies. Yes, that's it. But they're nothing alike. They're totally alike. They spin those babies right round like a record. I see. I guess I can see you might think that. There's a stack of flyers? So Bali is really into pushing their tourism industry, huh? Yes, it would appear that way. You know, I'd really love to take a trip. Hey, why don't we take one after this case? Do you really have a destination in mind? Well, ideally, I'd like to go somewhere I can continue my thief training. Well, if you want to learn the fine art of stealth, probably you should visit the studio where they make Jam and Ninja Show. Maybe. Hey, that's actually a really good idea, Mr. Edgeworth. I can't believe she took me seriously. I mean, yes, she did. There's a flag up here. Fireplace, huh? So Bali's offices have them too. There's a fireplace in the relatively same location in the Alabastian office. However, we found something there that I'd rather not recall ever again. So I can't believe we found that undershirt in the fireplace. If it was that traumatizing, why not try creating new memories at the fireplace? You climb inside and we can play hide and seek. And come out covered in soot, I think not. You really have most of the fun, Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, yeah, but still, there's... I guess the flag ain't important. There's... a window. You can see the Alabastian embassy through this window. So, where were you when you were investigating over there, Mr. Edgeworth? Well, you can see it from here. I was there on the 5th floor. That's where Mask 2 was killed. What? You don't mean the Mask 2? Oh, poor guy. As a fellow second-generation thief, I can't just turn a blind eye to this. Even though Mask 2 is merely an imposter of the original. I mean, yeah. It looks like a very comfortable chair. Well, it doesn't look all that broken, so why don't you try sitting in it? No, I'd better not. It's very important we preserve the crime scene at all times. But wait, you're just always touching all sorts of things at crime scenes. That's because I am a prosecutor and it's part of my job to examine things. And my job is to be a great thief. Which is exactly why you're not allowed to touch things. Don't touch things. What do we have in logic? Not... Those don't particularly seem connected at the minute, but perhaps I'll come back to that. What do you think? Anything? No. The statue is the same. So this time, the prune statue's already been swapped, right? It must have been, as this one is covered in soot. What lousy timing! And just about the two countries but to become friends again, too. Would have been better if I'd stolen it or just to get caught up in that fire. Okay, I think I understand your sentiment. However, if you were to engage in theft, I couldn't look the other way, right? If you could please stop stealing my lines. Well, stop it. I mean, no, I don't. I didn't particularly want to talk to Kay right this second. I mean, we have full bar. I mean, it's worth a try, even though it doesn't seem connected particularly, but maybe. No. That's a hard no. Well, never mind. Well, we've gotten lots of logic, but no fireplace. Can I? The ceiling fan. Okay. The source of this written fire was the Bubbly's ink. And it was Bubbly's ink that Mr. Coach was smuggling in mass quantities. Clearly the culprits started the fire to burn away the proof of that smuggling activity. Is that okay? What do you gotta say, Gumshoe? Anything? Detective, you took part in the initial Bubbly investigation, correct? Yep, sure did. I also helped out put out both fires, sir. But that first fire took me by surprise. I had a tough time escaping the 5th floor. First I tried the elevator, but I guess it wanted the same idea because it was in use. If I didn't remember to use the stairs at that point, I had been burnt to a crisp. Wait, that's odd. We always warn our staff in case of a fire, it's dangerous to use the elevator. Oh. Maybe someone wrote in a fit of panic? Detective, did you see the Yagratsu that came in the Bali embassy at all? Mine personally. And the other staff members told me they never got a good look at the person either, sir. Wonder if you could tell me a bit more about what you discovered, Detective. Oh, yeah, talk to Gumshoe. Okay, fine. During the fire, tell me. The second fire broke out in the time the Yagratsu was spotted in Elbest. It's also when this person was spotted in Babali, which caused some panic. No one else was able to get a good look at this Yagratsu that entered Babali. Yeah, all I saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. That's not enough to make a positive ID, you know. Still, it was enough to make the people who received the calling card panic even more. A person in a long coat sounds like the exact same person I saw. Yagratsu that appeared in Alabasta is proven to be a fabrication, a shadow. In light of that, the Yagratsu that appeared in Babali is also suspect. You can't be serious. No one were this close to capturing the fake. I mean, at least to you. So, the Yagratsu appeared and caused mass confusion, killed Mr. Kochin, and disappeared. What you saw. Tell me about it. By the way, Detective, why did you not chase after the Yagratsu? I did, but, well, this embassy is huge, sir. We got separated from the other staff members I was with, and I got lost for a while there. You didn't even memorize the layout of the building? You were a guard detective. I'll be sure to do that from now on, sir. But you know, it was thanks to me being lost that you would come to Kay's rescue. Oh, is that a fact? Yeah, it was when I was lost and wandering in the 3rd floor hallway, sir. Heard a scream, I headed right towards it right away. Oh, that's probably from when I found Mr. Kochin's body. Yeah, I thought it sounded like her, so I got real worried and ran as fast as I could. And it was thanks to Gummy that Miss Shino wasn't able to take me away. You kept right from me until you got here, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, I see. So it can be useful once in a blue moon. Still, it's super that Agent Sheena got here before I did. Wonder where Agent Sheena was before you found her earlier. Once before I got to this room, I saw her coming out of the room next door. Okay. Agent Sheena mentioned something about chasing the Yagratsu herself earlier, which apparently helped put out the first fire. And during the second fire, I heard she was busy chasing the Yagratsu. Seems to be a very dedicated agent. You do well to learn from her. Why do you point at me when you say that, sir? I examined everything in this office, but there's still one thing that bothers me. Perhaps I should ask Mr. Pellegrino about it. Mr. Pellegrino, there's something I'd like to ask you about. Yes. About this office, it appears to me to be very similar to Ambassador Alba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace and the position of the grandfather clock. Oh, that's right. You've also paid a visit to the Alabastian side of the embassy. Our two embassies actually used to be one. Yes, I know. Even the Pivot mentioned that. Which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical. So no matter which room, the location, the fireplace, and the like are exactly the same. Even though the art is located the same, as my room is currently under renovation. Worked hard to make Mandy's room look like the ambassador's office. Mean for your handshake photo off with the Jamma Ninja. Yeah, that's right. I mean, what's a photo like that worth if it's not taken in the ambassador's office anyway? Yet another odd expression of Abali's obsessively competitive spirit with all the best, I take it. Thank you, Ambassador. That information is all I need to connect the dots. Connect what dots? Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to help you some help. Logic the things. So there was connected fireplaces, but they're symmetrical. So that one also moves. And Balsian and Babali's sides of the building are symmetrical to each other. And we know that to be a fact. And this room's fireplace also had a secret passageway. A secret passageway? Well, the best. The fireplace turned out to have a revolving black door. A revolving wall? Sounded something of a ninja house. Door, wall, same thing. Well, there's a trick like that built into the fireplace, sir. What? This embassy holds that kind of secret? There seems to be a lot about this room that you don't know about, Ambassador. I guess it's time to pay the bill for letting Manny do so much work for me. Please, I really want to know about this real Manny and what you know about this room. What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Let's get to the bottom of this. Agreed. My first thought is that it's likely the killer used the revolving fireplace. Very likely. Well, there's just another fireplace though, doesn't it? So how do you turn it again? Now best I had to push where the X was on the far wall of the fireplace. Oh, I see your X back there, sir. Let's see what happens when I push it. Hold on. Ah, you scared me, sir. There's something about this fireplace that lies contradicting to the facts. But we found an X where you thought there'd be one, right? We did, that's what I was referring to. Something is missing from this scene. What does this contradiction mean for us? I don't know. I mean, there's wood in the fire? All I see in this fireplace is starter wood. Huh, that's odd. Does it match up with what Miss Pellegrino said earlier? What did he say earlier? Was he using the fireplace earlier? Oh. Oh, you're right. It's clean. That'll make sense. Eureka. Mr. Pellegrino, you said you burned some old fires in the fireplace today, correct? Yes, I burned quite a few files this morning, actually. After you did, you forgot to clean out the ashes from the fireplace, correct? That's right, but why are you asking? And why are you making such a scary face? I'm sorry, I meant I'm a bit intimidating when I'm serious. In any case, take a look at this fireplace and tell me what you find odd about it. Let's see. Huh? Where did all the ashes go? What is the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't really think that Ambassador Pellegrino was lying, do you? No, there's no reason for him to lie. I don't believe his testimony is wrong, either. This fireplace is causing the contradiction. Okay, if one of you might update the fireplace data for me. You got it! I'll add in the ashes from the burnt files in... Sounds like we pretty much figured everything out now, huh? Well, it was nothing. All I did was follow where our leads led us. Oh, I sense it coming on, you're about to dazzle us again, right? Oh, you mean that? Well, that's what Mr. Edgeworth is known for, you know. There's really no need for you two to dance around the name of what I'm about to do. I'm about to logic things, guys. The revolving fireplace was used, because the ashes are gone. The reason as to why the ashes are missing is simple. It's not because someone cleaned them up, right? No, because even if someone did sweep them up, the fireplace is too clean for that. Professor Pellegrino said he spilled some Babali's ink while he was burning the files. Yet there is not a trace of the spilled ink on the back of the wall anywhere. Well then, I don't know what happened. Well, I'll tell you what happened. The two sides were switched. Using the revolving fireplace wall, the ashes were moved into the neighboring room. Which means that this is a clear indication that the fireplace was used. Then, you mean, the person I was chasing disappeared from this room through where? Through there. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, I believe the person you're in pursuit of is Mr. Crochin's killer. After committing the murder, escaped through the fireplace. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, you figured out the killer's escape route. I have. This is only the beginning. I have to chase the killer down. Well, I mean... now that you mention it, so they used it to escape to the next door. Somebody else was also next door as well. So... I don't know, that's a little suspect if you ask me. Anyway, we'll connect these thoughts next time and see where that leads us. So, until then.